Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is June 1st. Stitch Mania is officially over. It was a good year. It's my first time participating, and I think that, you know, I did pretty well. I'm pretty proud. If you're not familiar, June 1st starts the Stitching Hour by Ambitious Stitches. Okay, and if you're not familiar, it is basically June and July. You designate an hour a day to a craft, and then you just use the hashtag the Stitching Hour 2019 to just share your progress on Instagram. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, as always, I feel like there's a lot to talk about all the time. I've dabbled into yarn as well, so I'm gonna leave that to the end and start off with cross stitch in case you're not really interested in the yarn stuff. Not prepared today at all. It is Saturday. We just got back from running a whole bunch of errands and the sun is already starting to go down. I'm just gonna film really quick. My husband's cooking dinner and let's see how much I can share with you guys. Okay, so I don't recall exactly how much I shared in my last video in regards to Stitch Mania. I know I did like a 2-week recap, so I'm gonna try not to kind of repeat myself too much. I did work on Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, the May block right here. I finished the whole top area here and the 3 little bees. And I got started on the building, and I'm about to get started on the door right here, and then the little guy goes here. Yeah, still haven't gotten to April, but that's fine. I'm slowly getting there. These blocks really are, there's a lot of color changes and they take a long time. I mean, I worked on this for several hours yesterday and I got this top part done. And I already had some of it done. So yeah, it takes a long time. They're very confetti heavy, I feel like, especially this block. To be honest, I wasn't really feeling it. I had to kind of push myself because there was other things I wanted to work on more, and I'll kind of go into that in a little bit. But once I like started putting in some stitches after about half an hour, I'm like, okay, I got into it, you know? I do love this though. Like, I love how everything's coming out. I really do. Okay, so today is June 1st. Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery released today's block, which is like a carnival. It's super cute. So like I mentioned in my last video, I don't want to fall too behind. I really want to focus my stitching hour on Pumpkinville and a few other things which I'll go into, but this is for sure a focus of mine is my SAL because I don't want to fall too behind. Okay, what else have I worked on? Oh, I have finishes. So for Mania, I did the Lizzie Kate Seasons. I don't remember, I think I already put it away, the actual the pattern. But I'm sure you guys have all seen it. It is the 4 different seasons, and I'll share with you all my seasons. Here is spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So I changed all the colors as I went. I just kind of selected whatever color I thought would look best, and I think they came out super cute. I love them. I did write down the colors that I used as I was choosing the colors. I had a notebook and I would just write down, for the reindeer I used this. So if you're curious about any of the colors, just let me know down below and I'll provide you with the colors that I used. I'm not sure how I'm gonna FFO these yet. I should have pulled it out. I have like a little wood board with like a clip. I might just go ahead and put those on there. You know, I could change them out each season, which I think would be pretty cool. Then I also finished Flip It Bit May, which I did on this crazy pink. I changed the colors. I think it came out really good. Yeah, pink, it's totally something different than what I'm used to. But I got this fabric on the freebie table at the Stitchnanigans retreat. And it's just soft and pretty, and I really wanted to use it up, so I think it's super cute. So I need to FFO this. I still need to FFO March, and I have not even started April's yet. So I have January, February, March, May. So I need to do my April, catch up with April, and then catch up with April on this. I'll get there. I'm making progress. I've been stitching like crazy. Also, I started my first Mill Hill, which I'm super excited about. It's Snow Crystals Aqua Crystal, and it's this one here. It's only 3 colors, a teal, like a mint, and a white. And I only worked on this twice, just for a little bit. So I've been enjoying working on this this paper. And actually I should have taken it with me today in the car. I feel like it's a good little car project. So excited about that. What else? Let's see. I really feel like I don't have too much more in terms of cross stitch. Let's see. I have like a bin of things that I want to share with you guys. Let's see. Let's go into a little bit of haul. So, I purchased this Threadwork Primitives Jack in the Hat. I don't know, he's just super cute. Look at how cute that is. Okay, Nora Corbett, and this is Minerva? Minerva? I think that's how you pronounce it. I've had this on my wish list for a while. I saw somebody do it on like a really cool orange fabric, which usually, you know, that wouldn't be something that I would be interested in, but it looked really, really cool. So I really want to do an orange fabric on this. So yeah. And then I got the beads for it. One of the beads is on back order, so I'm waiting on that. And then, did I show this last time? Mill Hill Gazebo. I finally got this. I had been wanting it because my husband and I got married in a gazebo. So anything with gazebos, I'm all for. Okay. I also got fabric from my local, my LNS. I went to the Stitch-In. They hold a Stitch-In every last Sunday of the month in Denver, which is about an hour away. And I went this time. I've only been once before, which was like last year sometime. But I decided to go, and it was great. I did some shopping. So this is what I got. And I'm trying to see, oh, here it is. It's a 32 count Belfast in Meadow Mist. So, good size. Super pretty, I love it. Not sure what I'm gonna use it for, but we'll see. And I've been wanting to put up a video because I have so much stuff everywhere that I really want to put away. So I had considered filming tomorrow, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna film. That way tomorrow I could put stuff away. Okay, also at my LNS, I bought all these flosses. I really like to buy floss in person because I like to, honestly, if it does not have a lot of variegation, I don't even bother. I'll use DMC. That's why I like to shop for floss in person. That way I could look at the variegation, and if it's enough variegation or like a very unique color that DMC doesn't have, then I'll pick it up. And I'm not going to go through all of them, but I did buy quite a few, maybe like 8 to 10. Also, I bought a Mill Hill Midnight Owl from my local quilt shop, which has a little bit of a little bit of cross stitch stuff. They don't really have patterns. They have a few Mill Hills, and then they have flosses and like scraps of fabric and stuff. It's very, very minimal, but it's a lot closer than my Allen-S. So I'm obviously getting into Mill Hills, so I'm excited to start beading. Let's see. Also, I got my Color and Cotton flosses. They're super pretty. The middle one, at first I wasn't too sure about it, but I feel like it would come in handy. I feel like it's a really nice like green, yellow green. It reminds me of, I think it's called Spring Grass or something from Classic Colorworks, is it? Don't quote me on that. There's a color that looks very similar though, but yeah, those just arrived. What else? My God, there's a lot going on here, guys. I think that's it with like cross stitch stuff. Now, I've been doing a lot of sewing, crocheting, started learning knitting. There's a lot going on. I'm gonna jump into some project bags that I made. Okay, so Cassie and I, Cassie Stitches, decided to do kind of like a bag swap. So I made a few bags for her and she's making a few bags for me, and that way we could have matching bags because we have projects that we started together and we could just, I don't know, we're weird. Okay, it's okay. So my first attempt, this is like a vinyl project bag. The shape is a little too squared for my liking, and I put the zipper on the wrong side. However, it's totally functional. I'm gonna use it. Why not? Super cute. It's not perfect, but it was my first one. Then the matching bags that I made for Cassie and I, this one, so she just received hers. Super cute. Just black on the back. And I started to learn how, look at that, isn't that cute? It's a little skull. I started to learn jewelry making, I guess. I went out, bought some pliers, like a few different ones that I learned that I needed, and I bought beads, and I've kind of been learning how to make like zipper pulls and stuff like that, so I think that's pretty cool. So I made her the exact same one, sent it to her, so now we have matching ones of those. And then I also made this one, which I freaking love the colors on these. So Cassie and I both have these two, which I freaking love. And again, I made like this little zipper pull thing here. Okay, a few more that I made is this like bird one, and this is the same. It looks very identical to the one that I had sent Sue. I talked about in my last video, and I didn't insert a clip or show a picture because Sue hadn't received it yet. So, but she received it. She said she loved it, and yeah. So I also posted this on my Instagram if you want to check that out. And then I made one other bag, just little scissors. I still haven't made like any jewelry for this one, but this one has like, you can't really see it too much. It has like an ombre. So there's that one. So a lot of bag making for sure. I just went into like a bag making kick and just made a whole bunch of bags. Now I could actually put my projects in them and store them because I've been waiting to share with you guys. Okay. Speaking of like sewing and stuff, I went and bought some fat quarters because I plan to make a few more bags. So let's see. Here's one of the bags that I want to make. Here's another one. Christmas blue one, I think would be really cute. And this one. And then I bought just some, they're kind of like solids, but they have a little bit of like texture to them. Not texture, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're not just solid, they have a little bit of, you know what I'm trying to say. I really like these. So I can finally put those away too. Okay, what else? I think that's it for fabric. That's it for cross stitch. Okay. I'm gonna share yarn stuff now. So now I have, I crochet. I've crocheted for a few years now. I would still consider myself beginner, like advanced beginner. But all the patterns that I kept looking at, like I would look for like scarf pattern, and then all the ones that I liked, a lot of them were knitted. And then Cassie knits and Jessie Marie knits and like Michelle Bendy knits, and like I've been seeing on my Instagram feed all these beautiful knitted things, and for a while I was like, oh man, it's knitted, I can't, like, I don't knit, so I can't make that or whatever. And then I was like, well, why can't I learn to knit? So started learning to knit just about a week and a half ago. So I've been practicing how to knit, and I've been crocheting more. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. So I wanted to share with you kind of like my whips, which I only have 2 for crochet, and I've showed them in the past, but I do have updates. So I'm making the Isaiah blanket by Melanie Ham. Which looks like this. Woo! Okay, so I'm almost at the point where I'm gonna add my white border, and instead of gray, I'm using a blue fabric or yarn. And so I've made a lot more progress. I just need a few more rows, and then I could start adding the border. But I love the texture. I love the color. This is Bernat blanket yarn. It is super, super soft and like kind of like thick. It's not the easiest to work with, but I love it. So I'm making progress on that, and hopefully I will be closer to being done my next video. So I really want to get this done because there's another blanket that I want to start. But I refuse until I finish this one. Okay, so there's that. Okay. I just have stuff everywhere. Next, I started a infinity scarf, again by Melanie Ham. Looks like this. Super easy pattern. Let me see here. I am using, let me see, Lion Brand Yarns Heartland. in the color Badlands 148. Don't want to lose my spot. Where did that go? Here it is. So this is how it's looking. I think it's gonna look really, really good. Let's see if I could kind of show you kind of where I'm at here without messing it up. So that's kind of how it's looking. I love the color. About halfway right now. It has to be about 9 inches wide. And I want to say that I'm maybe at 4.5 to 5, so maybe a little past the halfway mark. So then I'll block it and be done. So I only have a little bit left on this ball, and then I'll attach the next one. Just in time for summer. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. Also, it's just random, but I bought another pair of scissors. I don't know if I showed my last pair that I bought, but I posted a picture on my Instagram if you want to check it out, and I also added scissor fob to those scissors. But I also bought these scissors. Let's see if you can see. It's like a burgundy floral kind of print. So I got those. And then I started kind of looking into yarns and buying yarn and kind of going a little too crazy. But it's okay. Okay. So, let me talk about knitting really quick. I went to Hobby Lobby and bought knitting needles. Now, I wasn't planning on learning to knit. I kind of told Cassie like, oh, eventually I'll learn how to knit or whatever. But I started kind of getting into yarn, and I went to Hobby Lobby and I was like, well, what would I need? I have yarn and stuff. I would just need the needles, right? Like, I'll just grab the needles now, and then that way I have them, and then when I want to learn to knit, I'll have them there, you know? Yeah, I know. Like, that day I started like trying to learn how to knit, watching a ton of YouTube videos, being overwhelmed because I am like a big researcher, which is a good and bad thing because I feel like I overthink everything, and sometimes you just need to start practicing to kind of get it, you know? But, you know, it took me a few days, and I decided that I wanted to learn continental style because I crochet, so I'm used to holding the yarn in my left hand. So I was trying to stitch continental, but I couldn't get it, and I was so frustrated. It was like 3 days into like trying to learn. And so what I did is I had my husband film what I was doing in slow motion, and then he filmed a video on YouTube in slow motion, and we compared the two, and I found out what I was doing wrong. It's hard to explain, but I was just holding it wrong and like turning the yarn the wrong way. So when I saw that video, within 5 minutes, I was like, got it. Like, it makes sense. It's actually like, it's doing what it's supposed to do now. I'm obviously still practicing, but at least I got it down. And then the next day I learned the purl stitch, and I've just been practicing every day. And now there's a cowl that I want to start. I don't know if I'm like ready for that yet though, so I'm still kind of debating, and in the meantime I'm just working on my crochet stuff, trying to get those things done. So let's do a quick haul. I went to I went to a few yarn shops. I went to one in Denver after the stitching, like the stitching in Denver at the LNS. I went to a yarn shop that was out there, and then there's also one down the street here, which is freaking awesome, by the way. So I got these two Knitter's Pride circular needles, 24 inch. these are fixed needles. I just wanted to try out this like wood, right? I think they're wood. And kind of compare them to the set that I bought. So I don't know anything about knitting. I mean, I've done some research and now I kind of have an idea, but this brand kept on coming out. I don't know how to pronounce it. Chiago? I don't know. So I ended up just biting the bullet and just buying the whole set of the interchangeable circular needles. At first I was worried because they're metal and they're just slippery. But I've been practicing with them and they're fine. I really like them. So really happy with these. They were kind of expensive, but I feel like, you know, I have all the sizes, so I'm not gonna need too much. And if I do, I could just buy like the cables. I think it'll be fine. So I got those, and then I'm not gonna share like all the yarns. I'm not too familiar with yarn. I've been buying different ones. So yeah, I'm not gonna show all of them, but I'll show like a quick, like kind of different colors that I bought. And then, let me see here. I bought 2 of these. If you're curious about any of them, let me know and I'll write down below what they are. And then at Hobby Lobby, they have this yarn bee, and it's like super, super soft. This is like an emerald green. I thought it was really pretty, and they had all the yarn 30% off. So I grabbed 2 of those. And then just today, because there's a blanket that I want to start, a crochet blanket, I picked up this baby blanket tiny. So I'm gonna need more of these. They only had 2. And I know like it's recommended to buy them all together because of the lot, stuff like that, but I'm just gonna wing it. So I got 2 of them. I almost convinced myself to get another color because they had several colors and I was gonna get like 6 to 8 skeins, but I decided I'm not gonna choose that color just because there's a lot of skeins available. I really like this color, so and it's called, let me see, Clear Sky. Super pretty, right up my alley. And then I also got 2 of these Lines brand Touch of Alpaca. It's such a pretty, I think it's called Dusty Blue. Yeah, Dusty Blue. So I got 2 of those. And then another day at Hobby Lobby, I got another 2 of these yarn bees. And this is in Pretty in Peacock. It's just like a really pretty blue. And then I went to another yarn store that's somewhat local to me. They're moving though, and I got this Debbie Bliss cotton denim. It's a really pretty gray. And then I got these Malabrigo Rios. It's a merino superwash in, hold on, Surus Gray. And I got 2 of those, and these are a pretty penny. Honestly, I now know that these are like pretty good quality and stuff, but when I first went to the yarn store, they were just like the first ones when I walked in, and I loved like the color variegation. And I started walking around and I kept coming back to these, and I was like, oh, they're so pretty. And I was like, damn, they're kind of expensive. But okay, I'll grab 2 of them. So I grabbed 2 of them and then learned later that they're good stuff. So I'm glad, but now I'm like, I'm gonna save them for something special. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do with them, but I love the color. And then I bought one more Malabrija. Hold on. And this one is for the cowl that I want to knit. Let me see really quick if I could show you. There is a video tutorial on Yay for Yarn for this cowl that I want to make. And I'm going to be using this here. And it is also a Rios, Malabriga Rios in Valentina. So this one does have some like variegation also, but it's like, it's more subtle, but it's really, really pretty. So I'm so excited to start it, but I'm trying to be good and like work on my crochet stuff before I start a knitted cowl, because it's gonna be a little challenging for me. I already know, just because it's something very new to me. So every day I've just been practicing the knit stitch, the purl, and then I'll kind of go back and forth and do like the seed stitch. And then for that cowl, there's in the video she kind of shows something that's kind of like complicated for me, and I've been practicing that to make sure that when I do start the cowl that I'm able to do it. And so far so good. So I think I'm ready. I'm nervous, I guess. It'll be fine though. I just need to start it once I have a crochet project done. Okay, is that all? Oh, also, I bought this on Amazon. It's called Yarn It Knitting and Crochet Journal. It is pretty thick. The pages are really good quality. I really like this, and I just wanted something to keep track of my crochet and my knitting projects. So here's what it looks like. And I'll leave a link down below. It's just project, recipient, date started, date finished, pattern, source, and then like yarn information, needles that you used, your gauge, any notes, and then you could attach a yarn sample. And then on the back of each page, there's just like a notes section. And the entire thing is pretty much that. And it is awesome. So that's what I'm gonna use to keep track of my stuff. And I think that's it. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that I need to talk about. I need to FFO a lot of things this coming week. So in my next video, I'll share with you my FFOs. Look, I have more yarn that I bought back there. Okay, I need to stop buying yarn for a little bit. I think I have enough for a while. But I've just been on a yarn kick. I've been on a fabric kick. I've been making project bags, and as a matter of fact, today, after this video, after I eat dinner, I am going to start my swoon quilt with Cassie. Her and I are starting it together. So I need to start cutting some fabric for my quilt. So I will be quilting as well. So just literally doing a little bit of everything. I will be working on my Pumpkinville tonight. I did plan on starting my Mirabilia Ashley's Roses. I shared it in my last video, I believe. I planned on starting that yesterday. I was saving it for the last day of May, but I just did not have the energy to start something new yesterday because I was kind of stressed about like Pumpkinville and like getting that done and not falling behind. And I really wanted to focus on that, so I did not start my Mira, which I'm kind of sad about, but I'm gonna wait for a little bit. I really need to catch up and get some stuff done before I start something else. I do feel accomplished with my Lizzie Kate seasons. I got all 4 of them done. I'm like really proud of myself that I was able to like do so much. And then hopefully my next video, I'll be able to share with you some progress on my quilt. You know, even if it's gonna take a while, I'm gonna do it very like slowly. But even if it's like fabric that I've cut out, just so you could kind of see my progress. So I will be sharing with you guys cross stitch haul as always, because I usually have something to share, and then knitting, crochet, quilting, sewing project bags, literally a little bit of everything. And I think what I want to start doing is kind of breaking up my videos, because I know that not everybody is interested in everything. So I want to really try to get more organized and like put my cross stitch stuff first, and then kind of do timestamps down below, because that way, you know, you could kind of skip around to whatever you're interested in. And I think I'll do like knitting and crochet together, and then sewing and quilting together, and then like cross stitch stuff together. That's kind of my idea. So let me know if you guys are interested in kind of like a breakdown like that and timestamps. I think it would be better. I think that's it though. Other than that, I mean, I feel like there's always more to share with you guys, but it's just like I can't cram everything, and I can't remember everything that I bought. I've been kind of organizing my room still. I bought more bins, and they were the wrong color, so I just got my new ones yesterday or the day before. I think yesterday. So I need to organize this room a little bit more, and then eventually I'll kind of just share with you like kind of how I have things organized. But yeah, I guess the last thing that I want to talk about really quick is the stitching hour that I talked about kind of at the beginning of the video. So I don't have like a huge plan yet, but I know that I want to do like 2 hours instead of 1 hour a day, but I'm only going to commit to the 1 hour because some days are crazy, let's be honest. But my priority focus is my Pumpkinville and my Lizzie Kate Flip It Bits. Those are my 2 monthly that I don't want to fall too behind on. I want to focus on those. So I think I'll do an hour every other day on those and kind of make sure that I get those done. And then I also want to do either crochet or knitting every other day for an hour. So I'm kind of going to be rotating between crafts and doing some sewing. Like I said, I don't have like things very organized, or I don't have like a big plan for it other than prioritizing things and actually dedicating an hour a day to some sort of craft, whether it's quilting, crochet, stitching. However, I feel like cross stitching is going to be more of a priority over, you know, my other projects. So as of now, that's kind of the plan. I kind of feel like I want to like write it down and get more structured, but I feel like that might overwhelm me, and sometimes I do better with just like whatever I feel like doing, that's what I'm going to work on kind of thing. And then sometimes I am more organized and that works out better. It's kind of just like random and how I'm feeling, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, is I will write down kind of like my priority projects that I would like to work on. And then if I feel like working on other things, then I'm going to work on other things. So if you are participating in the stitching hour, please let me know down below. I find it awesome, like just to be able to dedicate an hour a day. I know everyone's busy, but to be able to dedicate that time, like it really adds up. Like this blanket that I'm working on, you know, 2 weeks ago, I had maybe this much only. And I have been putting in like 1 or 2 rows a day, and it's quickly added up, and now I'm close to going into the border, and it's just crazy. Like damn, that's been sitting in the closet for years. And if you just dedicate 1 hour a day on something, there, you know, progress is made. It's, you know, it just makes me realize like if you really want to finish something and you dedicate some time, you will get it done, and you feel like so accomplished and so good. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling because I need to go eat. I'm really hungry, and it's already gonna be 7 and the sun's about to go down. So I think that's it. I think that's all. Oh, also really quickly, I bought these 2 bags. One's small and one's larger, and I have like my projects in here. And I do like them. There's a zipper in the front. And then the thought is like you could hang it from here, but then I was thinking, when am I gonna hang it for my arm? I mean, I like the bags themselves, but I don't know. I'm not sure how, like, I feel like I would rather have just like a zipper closure on the top instead of this. I don't know. If you use certain project bags or something for your knitting or your crochet, please like let me know down below. Link me. I'm curious to know what you guys use because I'm not sure if I want to return those. I really like them. I like the material and everything. I like the pockets on the inside, the zipper in the front. I do like them, but I don't think I'm going to use them on my arm. And I feel like I'd rather like zip it up and keep it kind of secure. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I will talk to you guys later. Hashtag the Stitching Hour 2019. I can't wait to see everyone's progress. And until next time, bye guys.